Today I'm going to show you part 1 on how to get your Traxxas Rustler from the box to the road. To get a truck exactly like this one, visit www.rcboca.com. The most exciting part of receiving your Rustler is taking it out of the box, but it's important to know how to set up and maintain your truck so you can enjoy it for years to come. It's recommended that you read the instructions, which I've done beforehand. It's also good to remember that these fast-paced cars are not made to run in public roads or in large groups of people. These trucks can really move and you don't want to hurt anyone. The first step is to charge the battery, which I have done beforehand. The 7.2 battery does not come included and must be fully charged before you use it. So to install the battery, you pull out this part here. And just slide this in like so. Connect it like this. Okay. The next step is to install the antenna. You take the blue antenna straw like so, and you feed the antenna through. Once you have it straightened and pulled all the way through, just bend the wire down and place the cap on the top. And once it's attached, you just slide it into the place provided. The next step is to install the batteries into the remote. Batteries go in the bottom, like so. And just follow the guide for which directions the batteries should go. Like so. The battery compartment is on the bottom and you can remove it by pushing this button here. Once you have the batteries installed, turn the power on and make sure that the light on the front isn't blinking. It needs to be solid red to show that the batteries are fully charged. The next step is to turn on the radio system. You should get used to turning the transmitter on first and off last every time. You should clear the frequency every time. There are 6 possible channels and the color corresponds to the particular truck is on the back of your remote. As you can see here, this one is green. So it corresponds with the green engine. You should always turn your transmitter on before you plug in the battery. I've already done that. Once the battery pack is plugged in and the transmitter is on, lift the truck so none of the wheels are touching the ground and push the easy set button. Your car is now on. To turn the model off, just hold the button again until the light turns off. Test the steering by moving this part of the remote to make the wheels go. Also test the throttle so that you have full forward and reverse action. Just make sure the wheels aren't touching the ground or it'll take it. Now that you've finished the test, turn the model off followed by the remote. Before each session, you should range test your radio to make sure it's operating correctly. First, turn on the remote in the buggy, as we talked about before. You'll need a second person to hold the truck. I will hold the truck, and my assistant is standing about 10 feet away. Hold the truck so you're clear of all moving parts. Extend the remote antenna and walk away from the partner. We're 10 feet apart, and now we're going to test the model to make sure it works correctly. So they will go forward and back, and also move the wheels. Like that, it looks as though our radio is operating perfectly. So the next part is the fun part. You get to customize your truck using the supplied decals, and you can do whatever you like, or you can follow the box design. So what you do is you pull the paper back on the decal, and you place it where you're going to place it, and when you pull the back taper off, use your thumb to smooth over top of the decal, making sure no air bubbles get in. Just like that. Last but not least, I put my RC Boca sticker right there on the hood. Okay, and now we're ready to run.